Bienvenidos a todos. Today, I am joined by Arisa Katayama from Katayama Holdings. Mrs. Katayama recently came to speak at my school. I really connected with her and her story, as I hope you all will as well. Thank you so much to her for doing this interview. I'm Eleonora Rio, and this is El Momento. Before we begin the interview, why don't you introduce yourself, Ms. Katayama?
Hi, my name is Arisa Katayama. I am currently located in Tokyo, Japan, working as a director in my family business called Katayama Holdings. Our core business is related to automotive manufacturing, and I have my own venture within the company called For Her, which is a brand that was launched last May to support postpartum women after childbirth.
All right, now that we are settled, let's start. How do you define success, and in your mind, have you achieved it?
The easy questions for me would be: have you found happiness for yourself? And are you happy with where you are in life? If I am able to answer yes to both questions, then I say that I am successful, or at least I am in the right path to success. For me personally, I need to have the right balance of feeling fulfilled as a mother, a partner, and a professional in my organization. So, have I achieved success? The fast answer would be: in my personal life, yes, and professionally, I am still working on it. Though we've hit goals and milestones that we've made for ourselves, I am not satisfied unless we hit the financial goals that could truly mark a business as successful. We are still on our journey towards making these accomplishments.
I think happiness is truly crucial to the success all of us can achieve on a day-to-day basis. So, what is one thing you are determined to change or would like to change in this world?
There are two things I am determined to do. One is I am determined to share more of the beautiful culture and elements of Japan with the world. I grew up in a time and environment where many people had outdated stereotypes about Japan. Though the world we live in today is slightly more diverse in understanding of different cultures, there is more work to be done to spread the culture of respect and acceptance. I'm hoping to change the lives of the Japanese or Japanese American girls living globally so that they can be proud of their heritage and culture. The other is I am determined to change some of the Japanese culture that has yet to be updated using my knowledge and experiences of living and working globally.
That was a beautiful answer. I know I certainly think of my background whenever I am trying to accomplish something. I try to honor my family's home country of Peru as best I can. That brings us to question number 3. What motivates you to keep going?
I have a hunger for checking things off my checklist that I want for myself, my family, and the organization. I have a clear vision now of what I want to accomplish for myself professionally, so I am on the run to cross off the first few goals that I've set for myself. There are some things that I promised myself that I do when I was really young as elementary or middle school. So I think my motivation comes from the passion that was ignited way before I knew what I wanted for myself in a career.
I think that is something I can relate to as well. On the topic of thinking about your younger self, what is one piece of advice you wish you could give your younger self?
A piece of advice I wish that I could give to my younger self is to not measure your self worth based on someone else's values. It's hard not to when you are in an environment where you're being judged all the time, and it's easier to feel like you fit in, which is okay. My motto is whatever makes you happy. But keep in mind that the few years you are in school is only a small percentage of your life, and use the time to learn about yourself and learn what things make you happy, what kind of people make you happy, what kind of conversations you enjoy having. In other words, what sparks your joy. These pieces of information about yourself will not change even when you are in your 20s or your 30s, because that is part of your personality, the building blocks of your life ahead.
That brings us to our final question. Who is a role model of yours and why?
Currently, I don't look up to a specific role model, but rather I look up to and respect many attributes of people in my life, like my grandparents, my parents, my partner, my coworkers, my friends, and even my daughter. And now that I'm a parent, I follow many people on social media who are, in a way, role models for me to figure out what kind of parent I want to be. But for me now, I spend my time trying to learn more about the people around me and learn so much from them, which has been impactful for my self development over these couple of years. However, a few people I have been inspired by are people like Steve Jobs, Konosuke Matsushita, who is the founder of Panasonic, and Soichiro Honda, the founder of Honda. These leaders are all inspiring because to this day, many of their employees still respect their philosophies, and they show me what kind of mentality and humility true leaders need to have.
Thank you so much for taking the time to have answered my questions, Ms. Katayama. Make sure you join us next week for a new episode. Yo soy Eliana Río y esto ha sido El Momento. Hasta la próxima.